Hello, my name's Lonnie, better known as Matt Hills in the gaming community and the vaping community. This is my vaping story. I was 11 years old. I had a buddy of mine over, and he had some smokes he stole from his parents. And he asked me if I wanted one. I was like, "Oh, I gotta ask my mom, man. I'm gonna get in trouble." I walked into my mom's bedroom and I said, "Hey, mom, what'd you think if I started smoking?" She goes, "I'd call you an idiot." Well, in my head, I was thinking, "Hey, it could be worse, right?" 35 years later, it was worse. In bed with my wife, and my whole left side was hurting, man, just killing me, man. I couldn't breathe. I was hacking, wheezing, coughing. I mean, if you were ever a smoker, you know exactly what I'm talking about. About May of last year, we had a family get together. Well, my nephew shows up and he jumps out of his Jeep and he comes walking over and he's got this thing in his hand and he's blowing these clouds. And I'm like, "Man, what do you got there?" And he's like, "Oh, man, I'm vaping." I'm like, "Vaping? What's vaping?" He says, "Oh, man, it's good for you, man. It help you quit smoking and it's more healthy." I was like, "More healthy? Quit smoking." That got me inspired. And then when I say inspired, I mean I was inspired. I've been trying to quit since 2008. That's 8 years, man. I really don't generally do anything without due diligence, so I jumped into it, man, head first. Bam. I was working, 8 to 10 hour shifts at work, and I was coming home and doing at least 6 hours of research every night on vaping, man, every single night. About 2 weeks later, I went back over to my nephew's house, and he's like, "Man, here," and he hands me a E-Leaf 50-watt ice stick. And then my buddy at work gave me this little Addy right here. When I first started trying to quit smoking back in 2008, I tried the cigalikes, I tried the gums, I tried the patches. The patches made me physically ill. I mean, physically ill. The gums, man, I couldn't even stand the taste long enough to chew on them and just spit them out within a minute. And the cigalikes, man, you're like, and it's a little puff of smoke, man. They're completely unsatisfying. For the first 2 weeks, man, I was smoking about 3 to 6 cigarettes a day. And then I told myself, you know what? That's it, dude. You're done. This next week, you're going to smoke 1 cigarette a day, and you're going to stop smoking. So that's what I did. About 2 months after I quit smoking, I tried a cigarette. Just cause out of curiosity. Man, let me tell you what. They say curiosity killed the cat. Let me tell you. I smoked about 3 or 4 puffs off this cigarette and then I chucked it. I mean, it was like taking an ashtray and dumping it into your mouth, man. It was disgusting. Now I can breathe. I don't get winded. Shoot, I can go out and jog. I can jog, man. Used to be, I run from like here to the end of the driveway and fall over dead. Just, well, yeah, no, not anymore, man. Not anymore. And that's thanks to vaping. Man, if you're considering making the switch or looking for something that'll help you make that transition into something that's harm reduction, let me tell you what, this is harm reduction. It's been proven 95% safer than smoking. One more time, I'm going to say that. 95% safer than smoking. And you know what? I believe in it so much that now I'm all about it. I got my kit. I got my sister on the same kit. Mother-in-law, 70-year-old lady right here behind me. She was on oxygen, man, an oxygen tank. Now she's not. She doesn't even have the tank. She doesn't even use her inhaler anymore. I'm all about trying to get people to quit smoking now. I've helped some people at work. I DIY my own juice now. I'm building my own coils. I started my own little YouTube channel, just like a week or two ago. And you know what? Don't just believe me. Do your own due diligence. Find out for yourself. Make up your own mind. And that's what I actually recommend that you do. If you do just a little bit of research, man, you're going to realize that this is way, way better for you. Now I can play with the grandkids. I got a granddaughter who's 12. She likes to run around and jump on me and stuff. I can keep up with them. I know I'm going to be around longer to spend more quality time with my family. I don't have words to put it in perspective. But all I can say is thank you, man. It's changed my life.